Well, hello and welcome to the first location of the great stakeout, Cafe Soriah, right here in Eugene, with my friend Jerry Allen, the legendary voice of the Ducks, and he is in for a foodie surprise this week because we are going to get a tutorial on how to make a perfect steak from Chef Ebe, the owner and chef here at Cafe Soriah.
I'm going to make a fire, and I'm going to ask Jerry to step back a teeny bit. I do that for the customers. It's for their eyes only.
Showmanship.
It's showmanship, and it makes sure that the pan is all clean and sanitized.
Part of the experience.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah. Meanwhile, the butter is melting. I salt and pepper both sides of the steak. White pepper is what I use, and so I do that and flip it over. Do the same thing on the other side. And how do you like your steaks usually cooked? Medium rare, medium?
Well, now I want to ask you first what you suggest. Like, what would the way you prefer to
cook anything over medium.
Okay, so that's fair.
Yeah, when people ask for medium well, I ask them to try the ribeye steak, which they cook back there.
I want medium rare. Yeah, I want to go medium rare as well.
Yeah. Perfect. So I get this side a little bit wet so I can smear some Dijon mustard on it. It's a thin smearing that I will do, and whatever falls into the sauce falls into the sauce. But that's what I do. And so what I wait for right now is to get some color on the other side of the steak. So I'm searing the steak. And I could tell by the butter that it's getting close. So this is Worcestershire sauce, and I hit that just barely with that. And then I could tell it's time to flip that steak.
Wow.
Because it's already got some color. This is when this is when I add the garlic, chopped garlic, and the red wine, because I don't want the garlic to burn, so I ensure that it's swimming in good red wine, and then I add these mushrooms, shallots, and scallions. And this is basically, after this, we just sort of wait for the steak to be to the specification that you guys asked for, which is medium rare. So.
See, it's not always bad to hang out with me, right?
No, see, I'm learning because I love to cook, so yeah, I'm just learning from him. I'm like soaking this up.
This guy takes about 3 days to make, and it's what the French old school chefs, such as Escoffier, for instance, call demi-glace when we're just about ready to add that to it, which is almost ready. We will add a little bit of that sauce to it, that demi-glace, and then mellow it out with some cream, heavy whipped cream, and then we call it good. And then we put it on a plate and invite you guys to sit down and see what you think of it. So
we're not excited at all. No. Now, this might be a question you don't want to answer, but is there a way to tell when the steak is medium rare just by looking at it?
It's really by touching it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because again, they say medium rare, medium, and well done. It's
firmness.
Firmness. So, but 54 years of experience I probably can do this in my sleep.
A slight advantage.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, it gives me slight.
How many steaks have you prepared in 54
I
years?
probably did more than 1 million. I literally can not quite compete with McDonald's, but on that. But
I think that's the other way around. McDonald's is not competing with this.
no.
You enjoy it.
I
too.
do.
It's not just a job. It's
It really is not just a job. I get up in the morning and I don't roll my eyes. I don't go, oh, gee, I have to go to work today. I don't. That is a huge blessing. Trust
Indeed.
me.
Absolutely.
I don't always count my blessings, but that is a huge one.
Looking forward to what you're doing every day and making people happy with food.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it.
It really is the intangibles that don't show up on the bottom line on the profit and loss statement, but they do show up when people say, "Thank you, that was the best meal we've ever."
yes. It's simply just going out to dinner. It's going out for an experience.
Yeah.
I mean, when you leave and you go home, you don't just talk about the meal. You talk about the evening. It's like, and I love those experiences. I love it when they prepare the food in front of you.
And I happen to know the cocktails here are also excellent.
Oh, really?
I sampled those.
How would you know?
Once or
you've
twice. Just
sampled
once or twice.
Once or twice.
Yeah. Just to make sure.
There are cameras around. We probably have more than once or twice on digital. Yeah.
Let's not go there.
In fact, there was one shot of you trying to leave and missing the door.
That was like 10 minutes ago. Well, shall we sit down?
Yes,
All
let's
right,
do
cool.
it.
If I were to complain, I just want you to smack me.
If you complain, I'll smack
Okay, all right. Jerry's on it. Jerry's got it. All right.
Good.
Oh,
Good
where to
steak.
start?
All right. Here we go.
Okay, I'm going to start with the steak.
I'm going to try it without the knife and see how that goes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because
okay.
he said if you need it. So just out of curiosity,
That's a big
can you cut it? Oh, it goes through, but it's a little, it's a thick piece of steak. Oh, but it does it.
Oh,
It didn't need it.
I don't want to work that hard. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
All right.
No,
Nerd,
no.
pink.
I don't mind hearing the oohs and the ahs. I never get tired of them. You know that.
You
Like-
might have a future in this. You might have a
I
future.
may make
This might work out. Yeah, it's gonna be all right.
maybe
It's,
make a career out of it.
it's true. It's like butter, just so easy to eat.
What got you into this? How did you?
Oh God! I came to go to school here at the University of Oregon, and I'm a duck. I bleed green and yellow still, and will always do that. But so in my when I was putting myself through school, I worked at the Eugene Hotel, the old Eugene Hotel.
Oh, sure.
Before. And there were 30 dishes that were tableside cooking, and I just gravitated to it. I wanted to learn, and the cooks would chase me out of the kitchen. They go, "Don't you have something to do? Why are you hanging out here?" Because I love to cook. And they go, "Well, come in on your day off and we'll teach you." And there were a German guy, a Swiss guy, a Filipino guy. They were diversified and they knew what they were doing, but they were old school. They would literally chase me with the frying pan, if I make a stupid mistake.
A different day.
Are you crazy? You stupid! Yeah. So I learned it.
Of those 30 dishes that you had at the Eugene Hotel, did you have a favorite one you like to make?
Oh God, the Trinidors was one of my favorite, which is it's the same cut as this, but it's sliced into 3 pieces, and then we had a pomegranate sauce, a shiitake mushroom sauce, and a bordelaise sauce that went with those. So you choose which one. Chicken livers, bordelaise was on the menu. We did tableside. Caesar salad, wilted spinach. I did all of that, and that was when the hotel had phones by each table. Of course, you didn't have a cell phone at that time.
Oh, sure.
It was a class act place. Yeah.
It was like going to school again.
I gravitated towards that, and then they noticed that I was really good at it, or I just had a knack for it, and then they kept promoting me, and suddenly I'm the manager, and I'm a sophomore in college, and I'm going, I felt torn, and then headhunters came from Sun River, and they were looking for somebody, and I gave them recommendations, and they go, "No, we want you. We came after you," and oh Jesus! So it snowballed into. So I had to literally leave school and go back and finish some other time, but 74. So I started La Primavera, which is, became Willie's and so on and so forth. So a few years in this business.
Your passion got you
Yeah,
to where
it
you're passionate
really
for.
is. It really is. And,
I understand that.
My
I
culture
get
is hospitality. Middle Eastern cultures tend to be hospitable,
Yes.
and so it was natural for me. I don't want to interrupt you from eating.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of hospitality, yours has been fantastic today, and the entire experience of coming and watching you do your art, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
You do that 20 times a day on average?
Yeah, 5 days a week
Wow.
here now. We're pre-COVID. We were open 7 days a week, and
Wow.
I worked 6 of them. And, so I was
How long are your days?
9 to 9.
12
hours.
days.
Yeah.
Passion.
Yeah.
Passion for what you do.
And I tell you what, I have enough hats to, not keep me from getting bored. It's just, I switch one. And,
Always something to do.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
always something to do. Yeah. So I'll let you guys enjoy.
Yeah, I'm going to dig in a little bit. Sorry to cut you off, but this is excellent.
So I've been here 36 years this time,
Okay.
and anytime anybody comes to town who's from out of town decides, where do we go? And Soriah is always one of the top spots.
Everyone needs to have that one staple
No.
of when people come to town,
Yeah.
like, all right, this is going to be a guaranteed home
that
run.
you can trust.
Yeah,
You can trust.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've probably been here 5 times in my entire life, and every single time I end up sitting up in the front. This room I've never been in. I didn't know they had a patio in the back. That's
Well, they put people like you up front. They didn't want you.
Well, I understand that. They're way to get through a lot of red tape to get back in this room, so I'm
understand.
not going to push the patio.
Okay.
Come on, don't give me trouble,
I've never
Jerry.
been back here either, so I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, we're similar types. In the,
We're broadcasting,
when
that's
we
why.
come in, they're like, ah, crap, lock the doors. All right.
Something about enjoying a meal that you've seen prepared in front of you. Then it's just an extra. I just feel better about it. I don't know why.
Well, when the work happens behind closed doors, you don't know the passion, the level, and all the things that go into making this one beautiful, tasteful thing in front of you. So I totally get that.
My gosh, this is good. My wife was very disappointed when I told her I was coming here for this.
I'll bet.
I can come too, can't I? I said, no, you can't.
No, you
call special
You
invitation.
could have come.
Go.
You could have come.
I will throw water on you. You will edit that out. I'll be in big trouble.
This is the second time you've cut her out of it. Because for the last quest, yeah, you're in trouble.
It's a great way to honor and highlight the greatness of food in Oregon.
Well, and the Oregon Beef Council has been so supportive, and when I'm like, hey, can I go try more food? They're like, yeah, okay.
I was born a beef guy, and I shouldn't say die a beef guy, but to me, nothing worse than an overdone steak. It's got to be at least medium rare, if not rare.
Well, I grew up in a medium well household. So that's how I was raised on it. And then I figured out in my 20s, like, that's not the way it's supposed to be. And reverted back. Oh,
So you guys are drinking the Soriah Syrah.
Soriah Syrah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, cheers. Thanks for joining me for the Shorts Adventure.
Thanks for inviting. Wow.
And go Ducks.
So would it look awkward if I came back here for dinner again tonight?
No, and I wouldn't blame you. One bit. One bit. Would you have the same thing, or would you mix it up?
I might mix it up if he prepared something else at the table.
Oh, okay.
That's a question. Is this the only thing he prepares?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
You're coming back later, aren't you? Mainly just to get yourself out of the doghouse.
We're editing it out. We're not.
Well done.
Oh,
And that's zeros.
good night.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. Well, Jerry, pleasure to see you once again. Thanks for being a part of the Great Stakeout Week 1.
So we're going to do it every week. Where we at? Is that what you're saying? I'm in. What time?
Okay. Well, we're going to do some traveling next week.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you, Jerry. And feed you. I mean, if you want to go to like the most romantic place in Eugene, I might as well bring my favorite date.
We'll edit that out.
Now I'm keeping the wife part in.
Oh.